Hey everyone, my name is Leslie with Candle Life Company. I make videos all about making, selling candles, and as well as providing you with any tips and tricks that you can possibly and successfully implement in your own candle business journey. Welcome. In today's video, I want to talk about regrets in my candle business journey. Okay, this is the 13th video upload. I am so excited and I really want to go ahead and share this, and hopefully it can apply to you. If not, if you did what I did and it worked out for you, I am so happy for you. But these are my regrets. In advance, if you see me looking down on the side, just know that I am looking at my notes, okay? What are my regrets, right? One here that I have on the list is overspending, okay? So when I first started my candle business, I got the inspiration back in 2020 when the world changing events were occurring. It was a very unknown time, a very confusing time. I know plenty of us didn't know what was going to happen, what was going to occur, right? I had to honestly take the leave because I do have children, and at that time my kids were not being homeschooled, and now they are. But at that time they were going to in-person school. They ended up doing classes on Zoom. Just I was left thinking, well, what am I going to do? What's the next move, just in case I get laid off, God forbid. I was thinking like so many things all at once. And it would just happen to be one day I was sitting down watching YouTube, where this whole phenomenon of side hustles came up, and one of them was candle making. So I got very curious into it. I started watching a lot more videos on it. I started researching, right? What's the best wax to use, fragrance oil wise, wick wise. And I pretty much, when I was in my testing phase, it took me a year. So, what I did not do, and this is what I regret, is overspending. I didn't set a budget. I honestly probably overspent about $5,000 starting, and that is a lot of money to go ahead and put into it. I mean, that's just one of my regrets, to be honest. My second regret was actually buying one of those DSLR cameras, the Canon one. And when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be something really nice to like play with and dive into this world of learning about it and actually using it." And to be honest with you, when I purchased it, and I purchased additional lens because the kit that it usually comes with, the lens that's included, it's not all that great. So I think that alone must have had cost me a little over $1,000 right there alone. And the crazy part was that I rarely ever used it, to be honest, when it comes down to my candle business. So that it is my second regret, is purchasing this costly item that, one, I didn't care to really use. Two, I really didn't care to learn more about it, to be honest with you. Just because I was more comfortable with handling things through my phone. I mean, we do everything with our phone, right? And so the way I do product photography, or the way I film anything for content, everything's through my iPhone. So I was more comfortable actually researching how to improve photography and video content with my iPhone than I was with a DSLR camera. My third regret is over purchasing props for photography and or video content. It is insane the amount of props I purchase that I never ever or rarely used, okay? And I am going to just make a quick note on that. If you are going to purchase props, my best advice to you is go to these stores such as like Hobby Lobby when they have like their certain sell dates and like they'll have like 40-50% off of certain items, right? And purchase it then. If not, thrift stores, honestly, like Goodwill is one that's at least in my state, and I go from time to time, and they have decent things. They have decent props for the low, and it's not going to affect your pocket as big as like you going to Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and all that stuff. So that's just another route to look into. Hobby Lobby on their good sale dates for home decor or any props that you're specifically looking for, and thrift stores. My fourth is my printer. It is an HP laser printer. I will go ahead and put up a little photo of it and the model of it. I absolutely regret that purchase. It was a $500 purchase right off the bat, and I mean, not only was it costly, the print quality of it is horrific if you're not actually playing with the settings in the computer before you hit print. And this is all additional things that you have to research. I know I had to. And so if you don't, you're not going to get an aligned print on the label. You're not going to get the correct color, or even like how myself, my labels are just black ink in reality. So if you're not playing with the settings of it, what happens is that you're not going to get a dark black printed ink on these labels. So that is my biggest regret, to be honest with you. I absolutely despise my printer. I just I just have learned to manage it, right? Because I've done some research on what settings it specifically has to be on so that I can get a good quality print from it. So I kind of just learned how to dance with it, and that's pretty much it. I really do want to go ahead and upgrade or just purchase another label printer, but that will be in the future. Again, it didn't work out for me, might work for other people, and I'm happy for them. My fifth mistake is not creating plenty of content for social media. And I will go ahead and explain this a little bit more in detail. So, when I first launched my candle business, it was through Etsy. And if you know Etsy, Etsy is a big platform within itself. It's kind of like a Google, right? But when you go into Etsy, the type of customers that go into Etsy already know what they're looking for. It's something handmade, something not available through Target, Walmart, right? Amazon. Customers on that platform are really looking for like that unique, really handmade touch, right? And they are willing to go ahead and pay whatever price it is. So, Etsy, of course, when you are on Etsy's platform, you are being pushed out into the market, which actually does help you, okay? And I took that in the beginning as well. I don't have to do much marketing, right, on social media because a lot of the work is done for me on Etsy, as long as you have like the right title, you're using certain keywords in your title, even certain keywords in the description, or like certain keywords behind the scene when you're actually putting in the products, and when you're doing the listings, there is certain tags that you can put on there. As long as you're getting the right ones, you're going to be pushed on the first few pages. So your store is going to be visible and you are going to be guaranteed some sales. So that was my thought process at that time. And so I do have a lot of photos like saved on my phone from the journey. The thing was that I never did anything else with it much as to posting a nice like a sort of like a digital footprint, right? Or like a digital diary on social media. And this is why I tell people, just take a photo, shoot some content. You know, even if you're not a professional at it, I didn't start off as a professional, including with the editing. This is everything I've learned along the way. Just take the content, shoot the content, and post something. Trust me, it's going to be so nice to look back months down the line, years down the line, and you're going to, it's just a very, like I said, it's going to be a very nice feeling looking back, and it's like, wow, you know, I've come a long way, especially if you are constantly evolving in your candle business. So this is why I say, just push out content no matter what platform you're on, build your rapport. Trust me, in some time, when you look back, it's going to make you smile. My sixth regret is actually not taking advantage of Canva and taking advantage of like template apps such as like Capcut, things that are similar, apps that are similar to that. And this is the one thing that I talk so highly about when it comes down to any type of thing you may need, content creating, label making, anything of that nature. I talk very highly about Canva, and that is actually one of the paid subscriptions that I highly recommend. So, Canva does have their free version. Canva has their pro version, which is an upgraded plan, and you do have to pay either a yearly or a monthly subscription on. And that is the one thing that I go ahead and I say, it is one of those things that it's like, yeah, like go for it. If your budget can handle it, either on a monthly basis or a yearly basis, I suggest you upgrade that plan, because you're going to have so many other templates and so many other options of how you can actually download better quality with the images that you are working on through Canva. And the reason why I regret this though is because I didn't take advantage of it as much as I have been doing recently. And it's phenomenal stuff. Like I said, you get so many different templates. You can do like a blog template from it. You can do post templates for IG, reels for IG. You can get YouTube thumbnails from IG if you want to go, I'm sorry, from Canva if you want to go ahead and even start a YouTube channel. So it's just little things like this that it's such huge benefit. Why I'm mentioning Capcut, and I recently started getting into Capcut maybe about 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you. I am on the free plan for that one, okay? I'm not paying a subscription for that. But I'm saying Capcut or any other template app like Capcut, because when you're shooting your content and you're brand new to the game, it is so awesome how you can just upload certain videos or photos, and the templates are already all made up with even audio to it and everything. So it gives you more of a nicer aesthetic look to it versus trying to go ahead and do everything from scratch. So these are just nice little helpers that, yes, take advantage of them. Like I said, CapCut, I do not pay the extra I do not have the upgraded plan. It is all for free. You can go ahead and set that up and play with it, work with it, see if you like it. If you don't, again, there are other apps that you can go ahead and use. And but yeah, that is one of my regrets though, not using it um so much the way I do now and not diving into that world. And last but not least, my last regret is not doing a business plan in the beginning. Yes, I am guilty of this. I am going to link the business plan that I downloaded. It's completely for free from the Small Business Association. And that way it's a template. You can go ahead and download it, and all you have to do is just go in and edit, certain parts right out and type in your business information in there. But yes, I am guilty. I did not start off with a business plan. And this is the number one thing that um, needs to be addressed in the beginning because it's a footprint. It is a plan, it is a strategy for your business. And when you go ahead and download the template, you will see it is very straightforward. You do need to obviously take some time. I don't see more than 2 days being an issue to take your time on it, maybe even a week. I mean, sometimes life gets busy, right? And so a business plan is also good if you are planning to take out any small business loans, maybe any grants that are out there. So this is one thing that they are looking for is a business plan. But if you're not, again, it still has its benefits of why you should have one. Another one is also so that way you can go ahead and monitor your growth and making sure that you are following your business plan. And if you're not, I mean, altering, changing ways, right? So that way you are more aligned to your business plan. And if you have other ideas with it, you can always go ahead, go in there and edit it. And that way it aligns more towards the direction you're trying to go. Like I've said in my previous videos, it is okay to evolve. It is okay to change as the years go on. New trends get introduced into the market. We tend to gravitate to different new things, right, that our eyes like, and that's completely okay. So the business plan is just to go ahead and just be there as a guide. And if you need to change that guide because you are evolving and you are gravitating towards different ways, that is perfectly fine. You can go ahead and do that. I will go ahead and have that link in the description for you all so you all can go in there, download it for free, and again, like I said, edit the business plan for your own business. And so that concludes this video. I just wanted to share those little regrets with you all. But hey, we live and we learn. Don't beat yourself over it. I don't beat myself because of these regrets at all. Trust me, if anything, it's just the way the game goes when you are a business owner, whether it's a big corporation or a small business. We learn from our mistakes. That's the most important thing. There's going to be a lot of successes, there's going to be some fails. Do not get too caught up and wrapped up in the fails. Instead, take what is failing and try to learn from it, try to remix it, and go ahead and still continue pushing forward. Just because one door closes doesn't mean that it's the end, okay? It just means that there is something better for you out there, and you just, with divine timing, just be patient enough, continue to learn, continue to grow, and that door shall be opened for you. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions, again, you can go ahead and comment down below in this video, or you can DM me on IG, which that link will be provided in the description. You can also find it in our bio. I may not have all the answers, but I will try to point you in the right direction. I want to wish you guys a wonderful rest of your week. Until next time, bye.